What's up? Welcome to the Prout Brothers. I'm Chris Prout.
I'm Matt Prout.
And this week, we bought some games.
So, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff back here.
Yeah, there's some games. We spent about $1,000, like $20 on everything back here. We're gonna show you guys everything that we got, but before I do, we're showing this because this is, we're obviously very excited about this. We did this over 4 Facebook Market deals, like 4 different ones, and then or 2 pawn shop visits, and 1 trip to Vintage Stock. So everything all added up to $1,020.
Yeah, so we just dropped over $1,000 in a weekend on multiple deals. So we're just gonna kind of like look through all of this and show you what we got. There's a lot of stuff back here.
Okay, so I counted it up. We have already sold a controller and a wireless adapter, but unless I lost count, because there's a lot of crap here, I counted 280 items. I combined a lot of the items, like we have some Xbox 360 cords, like the power cord and the visual cord, I just counted as one item. And then things like, if I have the system with the cords, I just count that all as one item.
Mm-hmm.
And like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare controller and the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 360 in the box, I just count that as one item. This Odyssey has 2 controllers in it, but I count that as one item. There's things like that where technically there's more singular things, but some stuff I just counted as one because I'm going to sell it as this thing, like this one thing. So if you count up all those items, it's 280 items. We spent $1,020, so that equals out to each thing that I bought, averaging out to $3.64.
So that's nuts if you think about it. Just like imagine like this right here. Just imagine like coming up to like a garage sale and being like, oh, Star Fox 64 in the box, $3.64. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah, it's actually in really good condition too.
Yeah, very good condition.
So yeah, without further ado, let's start showing you guys some of the stuff that we got. All right, so I want to start with talking about some of the game systems because that was the biggest deal out of all of them. So out of the $1,020 we spent, 500 of it was spent on a storage locker. Like someone bought a storage locker for $300. There's a bunch of video game stuff in it. They posted it on Facebook Market for $500, and then me and Matthew came and looked at it. There's actually a lot of competition for it. We were actually just the first ones on it, so we got lucky, and we ended up buying it. So what was in that deal was like this system, which I'll show you. This is an Odyssey 2. I honestly had never heard of it before this. The box is pretty beat up, but it's cool that the box is there. I cleaned up the system a bit. It was way more dusty and dirty than this. Like I opened up stuff and like cleaned out the controllers and whatnot. So yeah, this is pretty, I mean, it's pretty cool. It has all the cords. So I haven't tested it yet, but we will be testing it. There is a bunch of controllers and random like cords for systems that came in it. There's actually no big 360s that came in this lot, but we have 4 sets of power and visual cables for it. There's a bunch of controllers. There's I think we have 20 or 20, it was either 20 or 22 PS2 controllers that are just the regular DualShock, like the regular black ones. And then we have like a platinum one, we have some blue ones, and then we have the white PS1 controllers. 10 of the DualShock, like the analog PS1 controllers, and then we have a box like of 15 old school PS1 controllers. And we have 4 PS1 of the small PS1s, and then we have one of the bigger PlayStations. I have tested the PlayStations. The top 2 PS1s work, the bottom 2 do not. I think I can fix the 3rd one, but not the 4th one. This PlayStation works. These 3 GameCubes work, and we haven't been able to test these because we don't have cords for the Sega 2 Genesis. But
yeah, sadly, it did not come with the AV cables for the Sega Genesis.
Yeah, but the bottom one works, the 1st gen. And there's some multi-taps under here. There's more. These are the controllers that I thought were more busted that if I can find anything to replace like the sticks, because most of these are like the stick, yeah, like the rubber is gone
Yeah,
away.
as you can see, like the rubber is just not there.
Yeah, and honestly, these were a lot more dirty before. I had to like clean up a lot of these controllers and rubber band them and stuff so it doesn't get all tangled and crazy. It did not look like this when I originally bought it. So yeah, I cleaned up a lot of the stuff here. What's some other stuff that came? Oh, the Xbox came in that. This had Halo 2 in it. The Wii that was in it came with this game. One of the PS1s had this game. And I forgot where I found this. This was in something too. It might have been in a Wii, but it might have been in something else. But yeah, this controller came, like all these Wavebirds came in it, but out of the Wavebirds, there was only one receiver, unfortunately.
Yeah, then we already sold one GameCube controller, which was a really good condition, but then that's also the clear back.
Yeah, this one has the clear back. Came with these oh no, this one I think you got from a pawn shop, but
yeah.
It came with this one, it came with the nunchucks, came with Wii stuff, which was great because I actually had some like loose Wiis, like just by themselves at the house. So the fact that I got some cords for it is great. We got a receiver for this, but not the controller. But then my friend actually had this, but not the receiver, so that was perfect. I just traded him like an off-brand N64 controller for it, and then have some other off-brand random controllers. And then it actually came with all of these games you see over here. Older, like the Atari 2600 games. There's a couple 5200 games in there. And then there's also a couple of 800 games, like Atari 800. Basic computing language there. I think the only like game that's in here for the 800 is Pac-Man. Yeah, that one. Atari CXL 4022. I'm honestly not familiar, not that old. And then you have like some Atari 5200 games. Yeah. So I mean, I haven't looked up all those games. A lot of them aren't very expensive, but that'll be good for making Dr. 500. And we should make a decent money back on that. But it will take a while because a lot of it is just like controllers like this. But yeah, I was happy about this deal. All these Atari controllers came with it. This Atari 800, even though it's missing the caps lock button, and it has cords. I tried to test it, but I couldn't find one of the cords. But then after organizing it here, I actually found the visual cord, so I'm gonna actually test it out in a little bit. Really excited to find out if that works. And then we also got these two PSPs with it. The problem was that they didn't have backs or batteries, but I've ordered them. Matthew had an extra battery, so we tested them, so they do work. And one of them had a game in it. I think it was just Madden. And yeah, so they work. We've already ordered the stuff for it, and it was actually really cheap. So those will be good. And I haven't tested these yet. I plugged this in the other day, like at the end of testing stuff, but I was like tired, and it made a sound, but it didn't immediately turn on, and I was like, I'll just worry about that later. So I don't know about that one. It's a 50-50. I think that's all the stuff that we got from the $500 deal. Oh yeah, and that Wii U. There's a Wii U down there.
Yeah, there's actually a Wii U under these games right here.
Yeah, but it has no pad.
Yeah, it doesn't have the what is that called? Touchpad?
Yeah. And oh yeah, and I think this DJ Hero.
Yeah,
this is the receiver.
The useless DJ Hero.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a lot of stuff right there, just in a storage locker.
Yeah, so that stuff we got for $500, and then most of these games we got from, so it's 3 separate deals, but from the same person. So there's a guy that I met recently on Facebook Marketplace who he had everything individually listed. They were all like slightly less than eBay prices. So then I made him an offer of like, hey, would you do me a deal if I like bought everything all together? And he was down with it. And then I sent him an offer, and he asked me to go up a little bit. And then so I got most of everything here for, so the first deal was $90, then $225, and $165. So I spent $480. I spent $480 with him, which from him we got all these TurboGrafx games. So these are all in the cases. So all these actually have the games in them. So yeah, these are pretty rare. Like I honestly I had never seen TurboGrafx games in real life before.
Also, Victory Run is just a good game.
Yeah, so these
Yeah,
are
like
pretty
I had
good.
never honestly seen like complete like TurboGrafx games. I haven't even seen these before.
Yeah, I haven't even seen the cartridges. But yeah, here's the cartridges. They look a lot like Sega Masters cartridges. But then these are like Bonks games. These are, and this one already sold actually. This one also sold. These two have already sold. I posted them this weekend, and you know it's still the weekend, so I haven't shipped them out yet. But yeah, I got those, and then this one's even in the box, and this is a TurboGrafx game. So I thought that was pretty cool. Then what else did we get? We got these. These games we got from Vintage Stock though, so wait no, and this one.
Yeah, that's what I was like take out Castlevania. There's a buy two get one free sale going on at Vintage Stock, so then I got Ys, Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Summoner 2, and Atelier, like just all it was like $48 I think after tax, like for that. And then Steam Bot Chronicles I found at a different one for 35.
Which this one's a pretty heavy hitter. So
Yeah.
you found it for 35. It resells for around $70 to $80.
Yeah, because I was seeing like disc only going for 60, so then I was just like, well, this has the case. I was like, it's obviously, anytime I can see money like that, I'll just take it, especially if it's easy.
I actually have already posted those. If we sell them for the prices that we have them listed right now, we'll make like after fees and shipping, because I list them all as free shipping, we'll make $55 on an $80 investment. So that's not bad, but it's not as good as these other deals that we got.
Yeah, now we're gonna get into the real stuff.
Yeah, so these are all the games that we got from that guy that I met on Facebook Marketplace, a total of $480. So we already showed you the TurboGrafx, and then, I mean, he also threw in these games. This is just some Sega and Japanese Super Nintendo, the Famicom. And then we have Castlevania is a good one. That's complete. And then Neo Contra is okay. These games were kind of the weaker ones. I mean, they're good games. They're just price wise, they're weaker. And then all these are complete.
And these are all just really good games, like Altered Beast, Spider-Man, Street Fighter 2, all boxed.
Yeah, and then we have some boxed NES games. All of these, I'm pretty sure all of these have their manual.
And then we have a couple boxed Nintendo 64 games, Turok, Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
And then and these two both also have their manuals. This one also has their manual. This is actually new. This is a Game Genie for the Sega. It's actually still like in the packaging with the original tape. Still taping it from the 90s or whenever. So that was pretty cool, I thought. Bought it from KB Toys on clearance for $20. What else do we have in here? We have some Battle Chess, Shadowgate, WrestleMania. These are all NES games that are complete in box.
And then we got a Sega Master System game.
Yeah, Double Dragon. Then Double Dragon 3 on the Genesis. Sonic Mega Collection. We have 2 Super Nintendo games. These ones I don't think have the manual though. This one for sure doesn't have the manual, SimCity. And this one doesn't have the manual, Superman. That has the game in there. These both are complete though. Ridge Racer, and then of course Star Fox 64. This is actually, thankfully this is like in the best condition out of all the boxes. And we got all these PlayStation games from him.
Yeah, these ones are actually pretty good.
Yeah, so we have Armored Core is a good game. Well, actually this one we didn't get from him. This one we've had for a little bit, but I just now listed it. That's why it's here.
Alright, Kingsley Adventure.
Mm-hmm. And then some Final Fantasy 9 and 7. And then we got Galarian from a pawn shop. And then everything else I think was from that deal.
Yeah, Galarians was actually a crazy find. I got this for $1.
Yeah, because the guy saw $8 and thought that it wasn't a well-known or a good game or...
Yeah, but this actually sells for like 30 usually, free shipping on eBay. So he's probably gonna be mad when he looks that up.
I'm gonna probably keep this for myself because I have a disc-only copy of this from when I was a kid, but I don't have the case, so I really want that. And then I'm just gonna sell the disc-only, like a lot of discs. And then, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say about these.
Yeah,
games.
Resident Evil 2, we got Final Fantasy Chronicles. Like this is actually just freaking sick because it comes with Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
So
Sweet. And then, what other games do we get? Okay, these games came from a deal with him, and so did these games.
oh yeah, we got these are like not as good, you know, but we got Sonic Heroes on the Xbox, Tekken Tag Tournament on the PS2, Halo 2 on the Xbox, and then Arc the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits on the PS2. And then we also got Super Mario World, we got Brain Lord, the Combat Tribes, and then Rock and Roll Racing.
Yeah, those games actually were more expensive than I thought they were going to be.
Yeah, which is always good to realize.
These Genesis games I forgot to mention were actually part of the $500 deal.
Yeah, these ones we actually found in the storage locker lot. Road Rash, Jordan versus Bird, Arch Rivals, and then this was a game that we picked up at a pawn shop, Sonic Forces.
Super high end.
Yeah, Super High Impact. This one was from the storage locker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this one's from...
Yeah, this one was from a pawn shop, Unlimited Saga. Got that for $1. This got for like $4.
These two games were from the storage locker deal, and then these three games came from a deal with that guy that got me all the games from Facebook Market. These also came from him. One of the Aladdins have already sold.
Yeah,
Oh, that one doesn't even show a title. So Aladdin and then Mike Tyson's KO. Got a Super Game Boy in there. This came from the storage locker deal. This came from that guy with the 3 different lots. It's a Super Nintendo Game Genie. And then we got some long boxes.
Which I always like to see long box PlayStation games. Like, they're not the most convenient for like putting on your shelf because they're different sizes, but they look way cooler.
Yeah, this looks super cool. Like a lot of people haven't even seen stuff like this. So when when I brought it into work and they saw it, they were like, "Holy crap, what is this? This is so cool!" But yeah, it's just like a cool collectible thing. This also came with the lot that was one of the lots that guy from Facebook Market was selling. It's the first amiibo I've ever owned. These games also came in one of the lots from the guy, let's call him guy number 2. And then the storage locker guy's guy number 1. Those came from guy number 2. And then these also came from guy number 2. This is a Sega Fight Stick, which I thought was super cool, because we also got 2 fighting games from him, the Mortal Kombat and the Street Fighter. All right, so you guys pretty much saw everything that we bought this week. I'm gonna try my best to get on listing as much of it as I can as possible. I've probably listed about somewhere between 5 and 8% of what we have here. So yeah, if anyone that knows me in person wants to buy something before I list it, that's great too.
Yeah, if you see anything you want in here, you can leave a comment down below. Also, let us know what you think is going to sell, what isn't going to sell. Let us know how much you think we can get for all of this, if you have a guess.
Oh yeah, if someone has a guess, and then like a year from now when it's all like final, like all sold, or I don't know however long it takes to sell everything, and once it's all sold, I'll like add it all up of all the things.
Yeah, then we'll like do a follow-up video and see who was closest.
The closest, yeah. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, so very excited about this. Glad it happened. It was a lot of work even getting to this point, and I know that I've only done about 30% of the work that needs to be done. So awesome.
Yeah. So until we sell all of it,
keep lifting, keep gaming, and I'll see you in the next video.